My name is Gregory D and a massive welcome to the 6th installment of my meal prep series. Today's recipe, we have got a belter. It's called the Big Boy Omelette. You're gonna find out why. Let's jump in. A few things to mention then before we jump into this ingredients breakdown. As always, I'm going to be cooking 5 meals. I've done most of this shopping at Aldi with the exception of a couple of bits I picked up from TESCO, so you can pick up a full breakdown from the description. So I have a portion cost relatively to allow us to calculate exact cost per meal. For instance, cherry tomatoes won't cost you 28p, but the amount of cherry tomatoes we've used across the 5 meals will cost you 28p. With that being said, with everything taken into consideration, the exact cost per meal for this omelette is only £1.16. Let's jump in. And we're away. So I've got 2.5 large Maris Pipers here. I'm just going to peel these and chop them roughly. You can use sweet potatoes if you wish. I just thought I'd try and stick to regular potatoes as I've used sweet potatoes quite a lot throughout this series. I'm just going to add them to a saucepan and fill with boiling water. About 3 or 4 balls of spinach into a frying pan, also with boiling water. Meanwhile, I'm going to chop a pepper, roughly chop a full pepper. Add that to the pan with the spinach in. When it wants to come off the board, I'm filming with one hand, sticking. And the mushrooms, 1 punnet of mushrooms, I'm just going to roughly chop these buttes. And then add to the pan with the spinach and the peppers. So they go in. Meanwhile, we're going to roughly chop about 5 or 6 spring onions. They also go in the pan. Just make sure you've got enough water in the pan to keep all this moist and keep it cooking away. You see it coming together there. So when the potatoes look like they're cooked, drain off any excess water and add the contents of the frying pan into the potatoes. And just let that sit there on a really low heat. And we're just going to roughly chop 1 ring of chorizo here. We're going to add that to the frying pan that we've just emptied. So this chorizo then, I'm going to cook this off nicely for a good few minutes. Start to get it nice and crispy and give off a bit of its own fat. And then when I'm happy, I'm going to add the other contents from the other pan into this pan. Give it a nice little mix up there. Ten eggs here go into this jug. We're just going to give that a good whisk. And then that's going to get added straight into this pan. As so. Now I'm seasoning with salt and pepper. And after about 5 minutes, when that's starting to cook through, I'm just going to add 1 ball of roughly torn mozzarella. You can use feta if you wish. And after about 20 minutes on the top, on a really low heat, low to medium, it wants to go under the grill to finish. Be patient, this is going to take about half an hour, 35 minutes to cook in total. You want it kept low so it doesn't burn, but it has to cook through and it's very thick, so just bear that in mind. And then it's time to plate up. Bit of salad, chopped cherry tomatoes, on goes my omelette, a nice bit of sweet chilli sauce, and boom, we are in business. You can refrigerate this and reheat for up to 3 days, alternatively freeze. And if you're reheating from frozen with a microwave, just make sure you finish off in a pan with a bit of oil if you can. Just gives it that lovely edge. Check this out, if you can just see on there. That is an absolute monster. So guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to click that like button, subscribe, share, not just the video, but also the food. I really hope you've liked this one as much as I have, and I'll see you on the next one.